Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
Women in the Niger Delta have been called upon to embrace information communication technology to grow their businesses and improve their socio-economic status. This call was made by participants at a colloquium organized recently by the Center for Conflict and Gender Studies at the University of Port Harcourt.
For lack of paid employment, women in the Niger Delta now dominate the informal sector of the economy. While most women in rural communities are engaged in subsistence farming and fishing, their counterparts in major towns and cities usually opt for trading and sundry vocations to eke out a living. In spite of their hardworking nature, most women in the Niger Delta find it difficult to make ends meet due to the harsh economic conditions they have had to contend with over the years. In commemoration of this year's International Women's Day, the Center for Conflict and Gender Studies at the University of Port Harcourt recently organized a one-day seminar with the theme Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. Participants at the seminar stressed the need for women to embrace ICT and increase their productivity in a fast-changing global economy.
Since January, there's been challenges with Nigerian economy, but with all our apps, we have all survived, or majority has survived. Now, if you don't have that knowledge, you won't be able to know how to feed your family. So you won't also be able, in fact, with this technology, people are not selling things online. So if you make soap and you're able to know how to use the app to sell yours and people can do for you, fine. So the issue is that this ICT period, for which this digital is very important for us, so that women should also use it to improve themselves economically.
New ideas are coming every day. We need to find a way to use communication and information and communication technology, and the advancement currently spreading in terms of artificial intelligence and machine learning. We have to leverage it to make sure we change the circumstances.
Participants at the seminar also called on state governments in the Niger Delta to facilitate the involvement of more women in decision-making in furtherance of their socio-economic well-being.
Let the government be sincere for once. They shouldn't tell us, give them carrots and then give them cane behind. If governor-elect is a woman, you would have known that she's in a position to make decisions on behalf of majority. Well, that inhibition is what we're trying to talk about. Let us see whether the men who currently occupy positions of decision-making at the center or at the core will be able to create rooms for these women to them. We have powerful, successful Niger Delta women who can occupy any position you can think about. Yeah.
You are much more capable than anybody can tell you. Don't let anybody put you down that you are not capable of doing anything. Anything you set your mind to, being a woman should not be something that should hinder you. So don't believe if anybody tries to put you down. Go for it. Look for allies to help you out and go for it.
Only recently, Loretta Onoche, Chairman Governing Board of the NDDC, the first female to be appointed to serve in that capacity since inception of the commission in 2001, expressed solidarity with women in the Niger Delta region. Since her appointment, Onoche has consistently assured women in the Niger Delta of better days ahead under the current administration in the NDDC.
We in the Niger Delta Development Commission too, we want to change that narrative. The vision of this board is not just to empower people, particularly women and youth, but to make sure that the empowerment yields fruit. The days of throwing money at people, this is empowerment. Take 300,000 naira, they disappear. The women buy wrappers, the men buy new mobile phone, and that's it. Those days are over. We will support our women, because there is a saying that says, train a man, you train an individual. But train a woman, you train a nation.
Women are empowered when they are involved in decision-making. In the conduct of the 2023 general elections, no single state in the Niger Delta was able to meet the benchmark of 35% affirmative action on women's participation in governance. Advocates of gender equality in the region expect, therefore, that more women will occupy appointive positions in the next political dispensation.
Inside the Niger Delta,